Hey everyone, welcome to my in-depth or more detailed walkthrough of the Vah Naboris Gerudo Temple walkthrough. Basically, in the main chamber, the first thing you want to do is, as you see me wandering around here, you want to get the map. So, if you run up this ramp, you can head right into the map room. It shows it in the opening cutscene of the dungeon. It isn't too hard to find. Just retrace my footsteps that I show off there if you are having trouble finding it, but that is by far the easiest part of this dungeon. Of the 3 dungeons I've done so far, this one is the toughest. After you have the map, you want to head to the opposite side of the main chamber. So as I exit my pause menu here, you'll see me immediately head towards that direction over there. You see that big metal gate? We're going to be heading to that side of the main chamber. But first I go to the map and I test out the rotation ability, because with every divine beast in every dungeon you have the chance to control portions of the map, and in this one the center main chamber here, as I'll be calling it, is divided into 3 sections. There's basically this centerpiece, the piece by the long neck, and then the piece by the dungeon map. So right now we're on the side by the long neck, and you see me standing on this piece here, rotating it. And well, that doesn't help me at all. I just end up falling down. So, okay, from this configuration right here, I can go to my menu again, and I can rotate it once more, and that brings me to the top. So basically, you just keep standing in this this edge piece here by this long neck, and you keep rotating it until it brings you to the top. And then there you go. You just hop across the little gap, and you get your first terminal.
There are 4 terminals remaining. I'm counting on them.
For the second terminal, you're going to want to head straight down and across. Pardon me. We're across now. So we're on the same side as where the map is. And, or pardon me, the opposite side of the map. The opposite side of the map. The map room. And we're rotating this piece. And I'm going to destroy this wall right here. So you need to find the wall in the main chamber that has that is basically destroyed. So blow that up with a bomb. We're going to need that later. Just basically make sure that any of the edge pieces, if it has that rocky wall, make sure you're destroying it, because you will need that later. But anyways, we're back on the side with the map, rotating this piece. It's this giant block, basically. It's really obvious. Just if you stand on that and you rotate it, you'll come up to this room, which has these metal conductors, and it's right outside. So if you move these metal conductors, just drop them into the configuration I do. So the one on the ground goes towards outside, and then the bottom row one touches that, and the one at the very top goes towards the inside. And that basically creates a circuit that we'll put to use in a second. So you see me go to my map, and then I'm going to rotate this centerpiece, and the other 2 pieces need to be rotated so that, as you'll see here in a second, the green line there that you see is going to create a flow of electricity throughout the entire divine beast. So when you do that, when the 3 center pieces, the 3 pieces of the main chamber are lined up so that the green flow of electricity is running across the roof to the interior, as you can see here. We got an entire green line straight down the middle. Then you know you've done your job, and we'll display that cutscene, and we'll head back over to the other side. And in a second here, you're gonna see me decide, okay, well, I can't do anything from this area, so let's go instead to this side and run up the ramp. And you'll head down this long hallway here. And basically the only thing you're doing down here, as you stay careful avoiding this goop, the old Ganon goop, and these lasers, is you just want to destroy the eye there. Once again, you will need that later. You will need to destroy the eye so that you can access one of the terminals later. For right now, you'll see no effect, but later we need it. Anyways, heading back into the main chamber, as you see, this entire wall is rotating. So what you want to do is you want to get in one of these little holes in the wall. You see the one rotating at the bottom there, I get it, and you're going to ride it all the way to the top of the main chamber. And that'll get you another passage outside to the opposite side of the beast from where we were earlier. From this side, there's this basically wheel that you got to rotate, and you can rotate it clockwise and counterclockwise. As you rotate it clockwise, you'll see these two things moving. There's a wheel on each side, and basically moving it clockwise spins one of the wheels, and moving it counterclockwise spins the other wheel. But don't do it too quickly, because you see me there, I screwed up. And I do it one by one here until the crystal's lined up, and then I spin it the opposite way, you know, a piece at a time, and then the two of them are lined up, and this neck lifts up, and you can ride the elevator to the top. And when I was showing you like 30 seconds ago, 60 seconds ago, to destroy that black eye in the long neck, this is what you need to do it for. You need to destroy that black eye so that when you come up here, this terminal isn't engulfed in all that, you know, black goop.
There are 3 terminals.
So make sure you get the thing in the long neck first before coming out here. Heading back down. We're gonna go back into the main chamber. And once again, you're coming outside to where these metal conductors were. So you see that when those conductors are all lined up and the roof of the main chamber is flowing with electricity, that this thing lifts. So we're going to disrupt the flow of electricity by rotating any one of the pieces in the center. It doesn't matter. You see me rotating the edge one. And then you hide behind this giant pillar. And now when you rotate it to line up the flow of electricity again, this arm lifts up and you can go to the top of the beast. But I screw up and I make it rotate too far, so it immediately comes back down. I go to my map, I rotate it, get the line, the orange line to line up with the other two to make them all green. And the flow of electricity established, and we can once again ride it up to the top. Destroy the eye to reveal the path. And in this room, you're going to ride the elevator down, and notice that green ball there. We're going to come back for that in a minute. For right now, all you have to do is destroy this eye in the corner. And ride the elevator back up once. Now you can destroy this eye right here. And just past this little orange thingy, you can drop down. Enter this hole. And fight the 2 guardians that are in this room. Once you've destroyed these 2 guardians, the door will open. And you can sort of proceed. Okay, now we have access to 2 elevator rooms after destroying those guardians. And I'm going to enter the room that I haven't been in yet. So I've been in one of the elevator rooms. Now I'm going to enter the one that has all the black goop in it because we haven't destroyed it yet. Destroy the eye in the corner. Just threw my weapon at it because I didn't have any arrows left. And I'm going to wait for this elevator to come back down, but be careful because there will be a guardian on it when it comes down. So watch out for that. That's why I was charging up an attack there. But anyways, you can ride this elevator up not only once, but an actual twice. So ride it to the very top, grab the green ball, and if you drop it down, then you can just float after it and take the safe path. So if you pick up that ball, you can head back into the room where we took out those 2 guardians 30 seconds ago. Drop it on one of these platforms, and on the first elevator, you remember I mentioned the green ball about a minute ago or so? You're going to ride this one back up. And against the wall, jump off and use your glider to close the distance. Throw the ball back down. And place it on the other platform. And there you go. You got another terminal.
There are 2 terminals remaining. Stay focused.
Stay focused. So, in the room with the elevator that goes up twice, ride it up once, but be sure to hit that eye right there. See, when you hit the eye, it destroys all the goop covering this terminal.
Just 1 terminal.
And there you go. It's another easy one. One more left to go. So we're going to head back down inside the main chamber of the beast. And you notice right here, I have this black cage has a terminal inside of it. So you need to line up this black cage to be against the wall. It can't be on the roof, it can't be on the floor, it needs to be up against the wall. And then I'm going to rotate the center chamber here. I screw up, but you'll see me get it in a second. You need to rotate the center one so that this hole also gets you outside. Remember earlier how we destroyed the rock wall? Otherwise this would be blocking us from getting inside right now. So if with the rock wall destroyed, you can get inside here, rotate it so that it's leveled, and you can access it. Otherwise, if it's on its side, you can't do anything.
Good look at your map. Head for the glowing mark.
And then you head to the final main control unit. I just go ahead and equip some stuff since I know a boss fight is coming. And then I'll proceed from there to the main control unit. So the real challenge of this boss, or pardon me, of this dungeon is the boss fight, in my personal opinion. And I just want to take a second to explain here that this is the second time I'm uploading this video. I'm re-recording it. It is about 3 minutes longer than the original one because people were complaining that I didn't do a good enough job of explaining it. I rewatched the video myself and it made sense to me, but I believe it only made sense because I already had the prior knowledge of what it took to complete the dungeon. I screwed up in the original edit of this video and cut out a couple clips that I didn't mean to. I was kind of rushing it. I did it before I was going to bed, so I just wanted to get it done. And that was my mistake. So, anyways, this is number 2, and I hope it's better. If it is, if it helped you out, let me know in the comments. But onwards with the Thunderblight Ganon boss fight. This guy is tough. It took me a few tries to get it, so I cut to my final successful trial right here. And basically, whenever he throws out those attacks, you just want to be strafing. Like if he throws out the electricity, you see me strafing left, right, sprinting back and forth. That's the best way to get this done. I don't recommend trying to, you know, like sidestep it or anything like that. Just keep your distance, and then when he comes in for the attacks, start doing backflips. You should hopefully be able to time it fairly well, so that you can do what I'm doing right here. And when I see him coming in, when he starts teleporting, I do the backflips, get in a couple hits, and then if he gets knocked down, I try to sprint at him and get in 1 or 2 more hits. That's really all there is to it. You just gotta work on the timing. It might take you a couple tries. I started getting pretty good at it by the end, though my first few tries, thankfully I don't screw up much later on. But, yeah. It just took a few tries, so that's really all there is to say about it. For the second portion, switch to Magnesis right away, and run away from all the pillars that he drops. Grab one, and then lift it up, and keep it away from you, because if you keep it beside yourself, he'll be able to get damage on you when he does his, like, Thunder Strike. So keep it as far away from yourself, and then bring it up close to him. He'll get knocked down, and then it basically proceeds with what you were doing before. More of the backflips, more of keeping your distance, and making sure that you're just not being overly aggressive, only getting in hits when you can. And if he ever gets knocked down, run at him full force and try to get a couple more hits in. I was using a two-handed weapon in this fight, but I highly recommend that you use a one-handed weapon with a shield if you can. It'd be much easier that way. But before this video gets any longer than it needs to be, likes, comments are always appreciated. Hopefully this was better than my first one. If someone happens to watch this and they also saw that one, then apologies. This one will definitely not get as many views because YouTube doesn't like when you upload the similar content twice. So, till next time, bye for now.